Hey everybody, we're going to take a look at a game. Holes IO. All these IO games, they're fake multiplayer, which is sad because I like a good game. I grew up with games. I grew up with computer games. Some of the early ones. And you want to play a good multiplayer game, something maybe that's easy, not too hard, and something you don't really have to think about. You come look at some of these IO games. You got Slither, you got Hole, there's some other ones. Well, you're playing them and you're like, these players cannot possibly be real. So we're going to have a look. So here we go. We're going to start. And here I am. See, everyone ran by these and they always keep moving no matter what. Where I can slow down and I grab stuff and I get big right away. Which you can't see around buildings, but find some fence. And while everyone else is pretty small, you're going to grow pretty quickly. Especially the more fence you find. I find that's the best way. Except, after you play this a little bit and you realize that these aren't real multiplayer, you win every time. Unless you play a different level and you just start somewhere and you have no idea where anything is. And yeah, you just find out really quickly that the computer doesn't act like a human typically would in a game. Like, if I know about grabbing fences to get big quicker, then wouldn't they know that? Wouldn't somebody know that in one of these many times I play this? You would think they would know it. And they don't behave like normal players. You can go after them if you want, but it really doesn't matter. Do do do. I just go along. I just grab stuff. Look for that fence. See, they're like avoiding. Look how they're avoiding stuff. Isn't that odd? Here, we'll do it one more time. I'm going to try to keep these videos short, but I just want to show you how BS it is. And the creators are like, oh, there's no bots and it's a real multiplayer game. No, it's not. Not at all. Here we go. I saw right away these things you can grab. Grab those. Look, they'll go kind of after, but they don't even really try. You might say, well, he just tried to get that. Well, you want to buy all these. Look at that. See? Fencing is where it's at. You just get bigger, bigger, bigger. See if I can grab both sides now. Boom. Now I'm just quickly getting the points. And even if this was a real game, which would be cool if it was actually a multiplayer game, if it was actually a multiplayer, it'd be nicer if there was like longer times. Because I'd like to actually eat more of the city. You know, they have something good going here, but they didn't even bother taking the time to make it a real multiplayer game. I'm assuming these are maybe it's sending the data back, but people say that they can play this without being online. So, and this is well known for like 4+ years. You can look at Reddit and see people talking about it. But, and I've played it way back. I just figured, hey, I'll make a video of this because I kind of reintroduced myself to it as I was looking for something just fun, quick, and easy to play. I don't have to think too much. It's not a game you need to think about. And just want to play a simple game that kills a little bit of time and against other people because it's always funner to know that you're playing against other people, right? And you can eat these. They're not real people, computer generated people. Look at that, 2485. And so you get these stars and you go continue. And what it's supposed to do is you rank up. I'm on silver now. I've been playing this a little bit. And I'm just like, wow, these players are just not real. Like, I remember them not being. And, I'm just kind of watching, more interested in how their patterns are and what they're doing. And it just makes no sense half the time. So, Hole.io, I give it a thumbs down. It's fun initially, but then once you learn that it's just really poorly designed AI bots you're playing against, and you're not playing against real multiplayers, it's just not fun. They don't give you enough time really to grow even bigger. It would be nice if there was like an unlimited or something. There's not even that, and it's not even like you can select a harder AI opponent to be against, which could be fun if you had some challenge in there. But once you just go for the fence, eat the little stuff, you grow big. Once you're the first one to grow big and you start gobbling more and more stuff, especially if there's fencing, man, you won. You won because it's not human players. Otherwise, other human players would be doing the same thing and it would be a lot more challenging, right? You would all hover over a lot of that little stuff, boxes and stuff, to eat it up to grow bigger. So, anyways, yeah, this is a thumbs down. It's sad that the makers of Hole.io fraudulently marketed it as a multiplayer game. It's not a multiplayer game at all. Obviously, they don't make any money at it, so nothing you can do. If you were paying money thinking you're playing against multiplayer, real humans, and you weren't, then you would have damages because that would be false advertising. But it's just a free game, so there's nothing there you can do. So, anyways, that's Hole.io. It's a crappy game put out there, and the creators should be ashamed of themselves, really. It could be something that could be fun, but it's not. Have a good one. Stay well. Stay safe, my friends. Bye.